Hey everyone, we're back with another American Rifleman Gun of the Week feature, and in this episode we're taking a closer look at the new FN High Power, which is an entirely different animal from the classic sidearm of the same name that was famous throughout the 20th century. The original High Power, designed with input from John Browning and finished by Dieudonné Saive, was one of the iconic military sidearms of the last 100 years. Having been used throughout World War II by both sides and later in conflicts throughout the world. By the 21st century, though, the gun was getting a bit long in the tooth, and in 2018, FN stopped production. Over the last few years, though, there's been something of a renaissance for the High Power, and FN decided to capitalize on the moment with a completely refreshed pistol that's designed for the modern world. FN's new High Power has been so thoroughly reworked that it shares no common parts with its historic predecessor. It's a much more substantial gun, weighing 6 ounces more than the original, and it's longer and taller than its predecessor. And the changes don't end there. Importantly, FN examined some of the weaknesses inherent in the original High Power design and addressed them. The external extractor has been moved to the inside of the slide, and what's more, it's been enlarged significantly to provide more reliable extraction. FN also examined the slide lockup, which, on the original High Power, used a series of recoil lugs on top of the barrel that locked into corresponding recesses within the slide. While the system worked, it wasn't as strong as it could be, and that resulted in the High Power having issues with more powerful 9mm Luger ammunition. The new High Power uses a square barrel hood that locks into the slide's ejection port, a system found on most of today's 9mm handguns, and is strong enough to handle +P loads. One of the other notable changes in the new High Power is the takedown method. Earlier designs required that the user push out the slide stop lever, which incorporated a transverse pin running through the frame to anchor the slide assembly in place. With the new High Power, simply clear the gun, rotate the takedown lever 90 degrees, pull back slightly on the slide, then allow it to slip off the front of the frame. Shooting the new FN High Power was noticeably different than shooting a classic High Power, and much of that had to do with the added weight. While the extra bulk will make the gun a bit harder to carry comfortably, it sure makes it comfortable to shoot, as recoil is absorbed by its steel construction. We especially appreciated the mirrored controls, which include a bilateral thumb safety, mirrored slide stop lever, and reversible magazine release. Unlike High Powers of old, the gun can be loaded and racked with the safety engaged. We also appreciated the gun's textured grip panels, and FN makes several versions available so users can customize their pistols. For more information on the FN High Power, visit fnamerica.com. And stay tuned to AmericanRifleman.org for more on guns and gear.